Hello. Thank you for joining me again this week. Oh, it's been a busy week. I hope your week is going well. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Deborah Carr. I write historical fiction in that name. I also write contemporary romances as Georgina Troy, and I've written a couple of thrillers as Ella Drummond. And today I am sitting here with my latte, my gorgeous gloves from my author friend Christine Jones, and these, what do they call it? It says Lotus, but they're like biscotti biscuits. They go well with the coffee. I actually did go to the shop, not for a cinnamon bun, but I didn't get to the shop until 2:30, so obviously there's no chance of me getting one then. I'm still doing edits. I'm intending to finish my structural edits for my witchy book tomorrow, hopefully, because I need a day off. And I think my last day off was, I actually had a day off 10 days ago to do something, and before that was Christmas Day. So I need more days off and I need a bit of a break. I'm talking a couple of days before the next copy edits come in from Boldwood, but hopefully I should finish this tomorrow. The book should be around 100,000 words because it's one of my historical fiction books and that's what I'm contracted to do. It was at nearly 106,000 words, so I've deleted probably 4,000 words. I've got to delete at least another 2, probably 4, because I've got to do a different ending, a better ending than the one I had before, basically. The ending was a bit too quick, so I've got to change the ending. But I've changed a massive amount, and if you have been here before, thank you for coming back, you will have seen all these notes, 6 pages of these, I think it was, with all the different things that, suggestions of what I needed to do with the book. I have done, I believe, most of them. So I think it's much, much better than it was. As with always, when I first write a book, I think it's the best I can make it. And then when I get my structural edits and do them, I realise it could have been much better. And I'm hoping that Charlotte, my editor at HarperCollins, is happy with what I've done. We'll see. The main thing is I finish them and send them off because I'm so tired, but never mind. I'm late starting today. It's now, I think it's about 3 o'clock probably as I record this, because I went out with my mum and my godmother this morning. We had lunch together, which was really nice. And my cousin I saw, she's lovely. And Jane, that was really fun. It always is fun when I spend time with them. Then I went shopping, then I did something else with my mum, then I dropped her home. And now I've got to work and I've got to catch up with having taken the morning off to do other fun things. So I will probably be working probably till about probably about 8:30 tonight at least, I reckon. But that's fine, it gets the book done. I'm very excited because I've been sent an early copy of Liz Fenwick's next book. Liz Fenwick is known as the Queen of Cornish, Queen of Cornish historical fiction, I guess. Her books are fabulous. I do love them, and I've got an early copy, an advanced copy. So I've started reading it, absolutely love it, and I can't wait to get back to it. But doing this, and I do it on quite a small laptop, because my computer I've got is a bit rubbish actually. I do need a new one. So I do it on my laptop, which is quite a small screen, which is great for traveling. Not so great when you're spending day after day after day looking at the screen. So I probably need to rethink that. But it is very useful to work in it in my studio. And then when the weather's really horrible or I'm working late at night and I work in the house, I can just carry it in with me. So there are other ways around that, I guess. But I will need a new one soon. Let me show you. I've got my laptop here and I have stickies on it. I mean, I'm such a child sometimes. Oh, look at those. Are they lovely? The middle one, that's from Boldwood. And there's some other my stickies. I do love I love sticky things. I have them in my journal. All good fun. One of them says we lose ourselves in books. We find ourselves there too, and we really do. I know I certainly do. Another one says read books and grow plants, and that's what I want to do more of. And the other one is a tree made of books and a heart with books in it. And then love boldly, which is the Boldwood one sticker. So yes, that's what I want to do, but I do have to do this first. So I'm getting on with it. I hope you're having a good week. What are you doing? What books are you reading at the moment? I actually went to the vet yesterday to collect some tablets for one of my 3 dogs. He has to take a tablet every single day. And it was really sweet. I walked in and Tara, the receptionist, she said, "Oh, hello, I've just downloaded one of your books." I think it was Finding Love on Sunshine Island to take with her on her holiday. So that was very sweet of her. Thank you, Tara. It's always nice when people like read one of your books or tell you that they've enjoyed your book. It's lovely, especially when you're doing like I'm doing with edits. So what I'm doing at the moment, because this is going through these structural edits and updating and making this book better, I've also done a spreadsheet. So every chapter that I do, I have obviously the chapter number, whose point of view it is, because there's 3 points of view. There's Connie the mum. No, she's called Diana now. There's Briar, the daughter, who was called Ivy, and there's Xavier, who was always called Xavier. So there's those 3 points of view. So I do chapter number, point of view, and then what happens in that chapter. And then with this book, I have another column for various other bits. But in this book, I have a column for spells, because in this book, I've had to do a lot of magic in there. So I've got the chapters where I've put in a spell, which is just so I can keep track of it, really. And then what I will do later on, once I've finished it, is I will highlight each of the point of view, so each of the names in a colour. So I will probably have, say, orange for Briar, maybe pink for Diana, and maybe blue for Xavier, to differentiate between them. So I can then visually see, rather than trying to work it out from a spreadsheet, wow. Visually see. Visually, sorry, I'll be back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Rue wanted to go out, and as you can see, or as you can tell by that, Rue doesn't ask quietly. Jarvie will go up to a door or window and just tap it like a cat. Claude will just sit there and wait for you to get the message. Rue immediately has to go now. So he's gone. What was I saying? Yes, my point of view is, oh no, the spells. I don't know, I can't remember. But yes, so there's a lot in this book. So I needed the spreadsheet to sort of be able to visualize it as a whole. But of course, you have to stop at the end of each chapter and, you know, add those things and stuff like that. But it's a lot of work, but it's also, I love doing what I do. I really do love it. So yes, I better get on and do it. If you follow me on TikTok, or where else I put it? Oh, I've got a short actually on this YouTube channel. I walked the dogs briefly near Corbière Lighthouse yesterday. And I mean, I've been there, I don't know how many times before, but I probably never looked closely enough. I tend to just look at the lighthouse. There's a radio tower. There are several bunkers. I hadn't realised quite how many there were around there. It makes sense that there are, as it's a lighthouse and it's on a headland. And then, of course, there's the lighthouse. So I walked there with the boys, took some photos and put them together in a little short video down below. You'll see in my shorts. So, yes, that's been my week so far. A lot of stuff, most of it sitting at a laptop writing, walking dogs, the usual stuff. But I'm getting there. I'm nearly there with these edits now. And I'm very excited to finish, and I'm very excited to send it off. Because the sooner I send it off, and the sooner that Charlotte says she likes it, we cross everything, the sooner I'll find out when the book is going to be published, sometime later this year. So that, and I've noticed buds are coming up in my garden. I've quite a few camellias. They are starting to bloom. Next door's actually is blooming, so it looks lovely as I come up my drive. I do have lots of bluebells. I can see that they've got a long way to go yet, but I can see that they're coming up. And I'm just waiting for a bit of sunshine, because it just seems to be internally wet. And then the colour can come out in the garden. I can't wait. I bet you can't wait either. I don't know how cold it is where my son's fiance lives. It is, I think, -10. So I have been moaning, but it's not -10 here. It doesn't look as pretty here as it does there, because she's got lots of snow as well. But still. Anyway, that's me. I'm going to now eat one of these biscuits, and I'm going to drink this latte. And I hope you have a lovely week. Thank you for joining me, and leave any questions or comments you've got below. Thank you very much.